and welcome to Lilybugs Library. My name's Linda, and I'm a bit of a hot mess today, but it's been a very long week. So I did want to at least do a quick video and tell you about our book of the week. So this week's book of the week is called The Water Keeper, and it's by, well, it's on the screen. I can't truly remember who it's by, but it was excellent. It was not the type of book I usually read. I'm not even totally sure why I picked it, but I did, and I'm really glad I did. It's considered Christian fiction. I don't know how they define that, but anyway, it is a thriller, and it's about this man named Murphy, and goes by Murph, and he is living alone in a church, and he was living there with he's a priest, and he was living there with a friend of his who was also a priest. And anyway, that he ends up there alone after not too long, and so he's really got a mission and a passion for saving people, but in the physical way. He doesn't really do much with the fact that he's a priest. I don't know how that came to be, but he is interested in saving young girls from trafficking rings. So, difficult job. And this young girl shows up there and wants to see the priest. And, he tells her that, the priest isn't there because he's not really the one that, even though he's a priest, he's not the one that conducts that role. And anyway, she's kind of drunk or stoned, and she's, not really herself. And anyway, he takes a picture of her because he wants to be sure that, if something happens, he can, find her and have, something to show people. Anyway, she ends up leaving and going back to this party boat that she's part of. And, he can't really stop her. So her mother ends up showing up not too long after, and they end up meeting, and he helps the mother to try to find her daughter. And she's in with some very bad people, and it's quite an emotional ride as he tries to find her and save her. It's definitely a thriller. There's lots of chases on the water with boats, and it's, I guess, the one thing I would say is, because it was about a trafficking ring, I really was not sure that I would like it or be able to care for it. But he does a really good job of kind of keeping that, like, you really get a sense of what's going on, but he's not really descriptive on the whole thing. So it's not, as disturbing as maybe some books would be on the subject. But really liked it. Thought the characters were done really well. He's a very complicated character, with different motives, and just the way he handles everything in life. You can tell he's had a very hard life. And the other characters in the book as well, he ends up coming across this ex-convict who's named Clay, and he's an old man, but he ends up becoming friends with him and his dog. And, again, the characters are all so well thought out, and really enjoyed the book. So if you're interested in something like that, with a lot of action, a lot of drama to it, but without a lot of the gore or the language, I would highly recommend this. It was really good. So that one's called The Water Keeper. There is another one I noticed at the end of this book. I believe the next one was, might have been the, yeah, jeepers, I couldn't say for sure. The Earth Keeper or the Air Keeper, something like that. But so he does have other ones in this series, but really enjoyed this one. So if you get a chance, check it out. All right, talk to you soon, friends. Bye-bye.